Welcome to the video lecture on the course op-amp and linear integrated circuit. In this session, we will be discussing on the topic of binary weighted resistor DAC, which is a digital to analog conversion. So this is a general version of the weighted resistor DAC. We call it as a binary weighted resistor DAC. For a n-bit operation, we will be seeing this particular circuit. Binary weighted resistor DAC. Considering this circuit in this particular figure, the same circuit what was considered in the previous case of weighted resistor DAC is modified into this. So there is an additional reference voltage given and the switches are used, which are automatically controlled depending upon the values of the inputs given to the digital bits D1, D2, D3 and Dn. So in this case, now the resistance R1 is considered as R1 itself. Now the resistance R2 is considered 2 times that of R1. The resistance R3 is considered 4 times that of R1. The resistance R4 is considered 8 times of R1, and the resistance Rn is considered as 2 to the power of n minus 1 times of R. Spending some more time in this circuit comparing to the weighted resistor DAC. So if we go on finding the previous weighted resistor DAC, we had used the resistance R1 as 5 kilo ohm. The resistance R2 was used as 10 kilo ohm and R3 was used as 20 kilo ohms. If we considered R1 as 5 kilo ohm, the resistance R2 is 2 times that of 5 kilo ohms, which was 10 kilo ohms. The resistance R3 what we used was 20 kilo ohm, which is 4 times that of R1. 4 5s are 20 kilo ohms, so 4 into 5 kilo ohm, which is 20 kilo ohm. The similar process we have used here. And since we are using the resistances in terms of the binary power, that is 2 to the powers, we call it as a binary weighted resistor DAC. Binary weighted resistor DAC. Binary weighted resistor DAC uses op-amp to sum n binary weighted currents derived from the reference. It is derived from the V reference. So in the previous case, we have considered for a particular case of 5 volt. Here any reference value can be considered. So it is a DC voltage. V reference is a DC voltage, and the currents I1, I2, I3 goes up to IN are flowing through the respective resistors, and IT is the total value of the current. And assuming there is no current flowing into the op-amp, we consider the same current IT, that is the total current flowing through the resistance RF. And this is also a current to voltage converter, one of the application what we can say. The switch positions are controlled by the digital inputs, as we have seen there. So if the digital inputs is equal to 1, the switch is controlled, and these switches are nothing but the FET switches, the field effect transistor switches, or a MOS control switches, MOSFET what we can be used. When the digital input is logic 1, it connects corresponding resistor to the reference voltage, and for a on switch there is a current flowing through it. Therefore I is equal to V reference divided by the resistance, and for the off switch I is equal to 0. There is no current flowing. The op-amp is used as a summing amplifier. As we know, for a summing amplifier, the total current is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 goes up to the nth value of current IN. The output voltage is nothing but V0 is equal to minus IT into RF. Here the negative sign is mainly because the input is applied to the inverting terminal, and for that reason the output will be the inverted version. In the previous video lecture, I have not considered the negative sign, negative sign, but in this case we are more precise with the general case. V0 is equal to minus IT into RF. Therefore, substituting the value of IT, we get V0 is equal to minus times of I1 plus I2 plus I3 goes up to IN into the resistance RF. Now finding the values of the currents I1. So I1 is mainly dependent upon the resistance R1, so which is nothing but D1 into V reference divided by R1. I2 is D2 into V reference divided by R2. R2 is nothing but 2 times of R1. I3 is D3 V reference divided by R3, which is D3 into V reference divided by 4R1. Similarly, IN will be equal to DN into V reference divided by 2 to the power of N minus 1 into R1. Here the current I1 I2 goes up to IN will be present if D1 up to DN will be equal to 1. If it is 0, then the currents will be equal to 0. Therefore, substituting the expressions for I1, I2, I3 in the V0 expression, and if we consider RF is equal to R1, then V0 will be equal to minus V reference times D1 into 1 over 2 to the power of 0 plus D2 into 1 over 2 to the power of 1 plus D3 into 1 over 2 to the power of 2 goes up to Dn into 1 over 2 to the power of n minus 1. So this is the general expression for the output voltage if the feedback resistor is equal to the resistance R1 if we consider. Seeing the drawbacks of this circuit. So one of the drawback of this circuit is wide range of resistors values are required. Here we have considered a n bit. For considering the example for a 8-bit DAC, the largest value of resistor required is 128 times that of the smallest value, which is nothing but 2 to the power of 8 minus 1, that is 2 to the power of 7. 2 to the power 7 stands for 128. So 128 times that of the resistance R1 we have to use. Wide range of resistors values as restrictions on both higher and lower ends, and it is impracticable to fabricate the large values of resistors in a particular IC. The voltage drop across these large resistors affects the accuracy. For smaller values, loading effect may occur, and the finite resistance of the switch disturbs the binary weighted relationship among the various currents. So these are some of the drawbacks of a binary weighted resistor DAC. To overcome this drawback, we have to go with another type of circuit which will be seen in our next video lecture. Thank you for watching this video lecture.